And what today? What today? What today? What today? Eh, a lot of shit you had to tell. You can always tell a story like you always have. Um, uh, I'm already damn near ended the game. Beaten down. I had to go to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. My beaten down. Fucking wherever I had to beat. I had to beat down. You know, that's a beating down bosses, beating down blighters and slicing them and killing them. I started conquering all them towns like Southwark, uh, Westminster. Well, what else there? Lambeth. I did that previously. Conquered that. What else is I conquered? The city of London. Uh, the the Thames, and what else was there? And the Strand. I conquered all those parts of London. I wouldn't. I'd be down that bitch Lila Graves. I chase that bitch down. I chase that bitch down. Took her down and kill her. I took that bitch down and kill her. Then I had to go to the Red Brass Knuckles thing. I had to go to this gang fight. I had to take out all the blighters. I killed all the blighters after I killed their leader. Kicked all the asses. Me and my gang kicked all the asses, and we conquered all the towns, all the parts of London. We conquered them, and this what we had to do. We conquered the shit out of every single town, and that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for something. We're going to the story of what's his name? Michael Bakari Jordan. Well, that's the name Bakari. Oh, that's the B. That's for his middle name. That's for Michael Bakari Jordan. Let me tell you about him. This man is born on February 9th, 1987. He happens to be an American actor and producer. American actor and a producer. This man is known for being in those film roles such as Oscar Grant, the shooting victim in this Fruitvale Station movie. That's been like that's been like 10 years old. He played as the son of the late Apollo Creed in in uh in this movie here. Creed, that movie, the movie Creed that came out. Let me explain this. This movie's been out 8 years. The movie's been out like 8 years, and he played as the Eric Killmonger character in Black Panther. That's had to be a 2018 film. Well, he's working with the likes of the late Chadwick Boseman, and all of which were written by a man named Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler, who happens to be an American filmmaker who happened to be a recipient of 4 NAACP Image Awards. That means I don't know what NAACP means. Uh, and four Black Rail, what was it? 4 Black Rail Awards. what what's it say? 4 Black Rail Awards that he had become a recipient of, and he was nominated for a Golden Globe Award, and he was nominated, and he was nominated for 2 Academy Awards as well. Oh, this guy's wearing a goddamn T-shirt. Don't even know what that T-shirt meant. That T-shirt kind of like a huge reminder of the Stranger Things movie. No, I forgot the Stranger Things TV show. The now 36-year-old uh Jordan has reprised his role of Creed in the very second Creed movie. Well, it's a 5-year old movie. The movie's like 5 years old. Creed 2, which that he was starred in with Sylvester Stallone. With Sylvester Stallone, who was playing as the Rocky Balboa character from the 70s and the 80s. Stephen Capel Jr. had did a good job by directing that film. And Stallone did this in 2015 by working with Jordan. You know, Ryan Coogler and had did a good job on that movie. So the movie is like a spin-off of the Rocky film series. Those Rocky 1 through 5 from the 70s to the 80s. Well, it's a movie. And will do so again. He might be on a part 3 of the Creed movie. That's Creed 3. It's the movie that's ready to come out. This movie that's getting ready to come out in March. This movie will come out in March, and it's starring this man. And it's starring this man. That's this year's Creed 3 movie that was going to be coming soon in March, March the 3rd. Now I've explained this. That could be like that movie will come out on the what was it? What's on the what? Oh snap! The 32nd anniversary of the Rodney King beatings. Yeah, that's one thing I know of. The what's it? Let's just say the 31st or 32nd, the 32nd anniversary of the Rodney King beating that happened in Los Angeles, California. You know, but I will explain that. Creed 3. This movie, he was so the now 36-year-old Michael Bakari Jordan would do a third Creed movie again, even if it's already about to come out in on March 3rd, the 32nd anniversary of the Rodney King beating in California. And Jonathan Majors is going to be in this Creed 3 movie. It's going to be an upcoming American sports drama film. Michael B. Jordan is going to be directing it, and he will be starred in it. Ken Coogler and Zach Balan is already doing screenplay work. It could be this film could become the sequel to the very to Creed 2 uh 5 years ago. In the Night the Stone and Rocky series. It also it also stars a bunch of people in it. It also starred a lot of cast members in this movie, which will become which will also mark his directorial debut as a director, and producer. You know what I mean? He'll be doing what he was a producer, but he's gonna be directing that movie. Okay. Jordan initially broke out in television while playing Wallace in the first season of the HBO crime series The Wire. From from oh yeah, from 21 years ago. Reggie Montgomery on the ABC soap opera All My Children from 20 years to from 20 years to like 17 years. And the Vince Howard character in the NBC sports drama Friday Night Lights, that was from like that was from like 14 years all the way to like 10 years later. Not 10, I forgot. From like 14 to like, you know, from 14 to 12 years later. His other films including Chronicle from 11 years later, That Awkward Moment from 9 years ago, Fantastic Four. Yeah, Fantastic Four from like 8 years ago, Just Mercy, and Just Mercy from 4 years ago, in which he portrayed the Brian Stevenson character in 2018. The Brian Stevenson character he portrayed. In 2018, Jordan received the now 36-year-old Jordan received a nomination for a Primetime Emmy Award for the Outstanding Television Movie as producer of this Fahrenheit 451 film. In like in like 3 years, Jordan was named the 100 most beautiful influential people. Yeah, that's the word. 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine. They would put all these people in that. You know what I mean? People as well as people's sexiest man alive in the same year. The New York Times uh, was allowed to be a daily based newspaper in the East Coast. And that's in New York. Ranking him 15th on its list of the 25 greatest actors of the 21st century. Jordan is also a co-owner of an EPLFC, the EPL Football Club, the English Premier League Football Club, and the name is AFC Bournemouth. Okay, we're going to the early life. Yep, Jordan was born on February 9th, 1987 in Santa Ana, California. What's the name? Santa Ana? Oh yeah, Santa Ana, California. He was born on February 9th, 1987 in Santa Ana, California, USA, to Donna and Michael A. Jordan. He has a sister, Jamila, and a younger brother, Khalid, who in 2010 signed to be a football player, a college football player at Howard University College. At Howard University College. I feel it's already. I think it's like probably there. It's probably in Cali. I did not know. Jordan's family spent 2 years in California before moving to Newark, New Jersey. He attended Newark High, what's it, Newark Arts High School. So George Clinton used to live in New Jersey, man. And I can tell George Clinton, the guy who was part of who was leading the parliament in Funkadelic, he used to live in New Jersey with his father. Let me see this. Jordan attended Newark Arts High School, where his mother works. His mother works at that school, probably where he played basketball. Yep. Jordan he started working as a child model for several companies and brands, including the models Sporting Goods and Toys R Us. Before he's deciding to embark on a career as an actor. He also launched his career as a professional actor in 1999 when he appeared briefly in single episodes of the TV series Cosby. It was a 1996 TV sitcom. That was a sitcom that was aired from September 16th, 1996, and all the way to April 28th of 2000. You know, but this I forgot about. I'll tell you about this Cosby shit. Cosby, that show's been out in September 16th, 1996. This is like 3 days after Tupac Shakur died. That was after Tupac died in the hospital. So this show is an old show. It's a spinoff, and you have what do you think that Jordan's gonna do? Be on The Sopranos? He probably could have been on The Sopranos TV show. It was filmed in New Jersey. Okay, this is where Jordan lives periodically. And then he had no say he goes to school there. His first principal film role. Everybody knows that. I know that very well. His first principal film role followed in 2001 when he was featured in this movie called Hardball. Mike was young at the time. He was a kid. He was a kid at that time. You can see Keanu Reeves. Remember this man from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures and Speed and all these movies that he was featuring. Michael B. Jordan. Well, B stands for Bakari. He's featured on this movie. It was a 2001. This is a 2001 film. Okay, let me see that. They might put him in this movie, which starred Keanu Reeves. This Keanu Reeves, who was a Canadian actor who was born in Beirut and raised in Canada. But back in 2002, he gained more attention by playing the small but pivotal role of the Wallace character. The Wallace character in the first season of HBO's The Wire. In March 2003. Yeah, that's right. In March of 2003, he joined the cast of the All My Children soap opera that been on the air from 1970 to like 2011 until until it get picked up by TOLN from from April to September 2013, replacing the late Chadwick Boseman, the late Chadwick Aaron Boseman. Rest in peace to Chadwick. Man, I wish you were here. I wish you were here, man. Do this movie. Do another Black Panther movie. But R.I.P. to Chadwick Aaron Boseman, man. This man was an American actor and things of that nature. He was good. He was good in this movie called the 42 movie. He was good in this 42 movie. You know. Yep. Jordan playing a troubled teenager named Reggie Montgomery until June 2006 when Jordan was released from his contract. But his other credits are including guest starring appearances, including those guest starring appearances like the CSI Crime Scene Investigation TV series. There was a American procedural American procedural forensics crime drama that was ran from ran on CBS from 2000 to 2015. Uh, Without a Trace, that was aired from 2002 to 2009. Uh, and Cold Case that's been that's been on CBS that got canceled. Thereafter, yeah, those appearances, CSI Crime Scene Investigation. That's what it is. CSI Crime Scene Investigation, Without a Trace, and Cold Case. Those are three American forensics crime dramas that was already canceled. You got American forensics crime drama. You got police procedural drama, and and another police procedural crime drama. You know, those three shows have already been canceled. I hope they got shown on those networks too. Thereafter, Jordan had a leading role in the independent film Blackout, and he was starred in this movie called The Assistants. He was starred in this movie, The Assistants. That was not a movie, but it was a movie. It was a it was a it was a Canadian. It was like a Canadian sitcom that William McRobb and Chris Viscardi have created in the states. It used to be aired on the N um, network. On the N, that used to be what is it called? Noggin. It used to be the Noggin network. The Noggin network. Now it's known as the N. You know, it was a nighttime programming block. That's what it is. A nighttime programming block that was on the Noggin television channel that was aimed at preteens that was like 11 to 12 years old and teenagers that were like 13 to like 19 years old. It was launched in early April of 2002 by MTV Networks and the Sesame Workshop. That was out there. That was before the block's introduction. They only had a bunch of them. Noggin's daytime lineup is included tween shows that nobody else knew of. I used to watch watch some stuff, but I used to watch some show on the Noggin Network, which was now the N, but was on the N. In 2008, Jordan appeared in the music video. Oh, Pleasure P did this come out with this music video in 2008. It's called "Did You Wrong." Everybody knew him. Everyone knew him from this group, this R&B group, Pretty Ricky. Remember him? Remember him from Pretty Ricky? That Grind With Me song. The song called "Did You Wrong." "Did You Wrong" is a music video that was by Pleasure P. Okay, he was from a R&B group named Pretty Ricky in the 2000s. Pretty Ricky in the 2000s. You can see all that. We're going to. That's from all the times you hear. I ain't had a chance to say anything about 99 and 2008 and all this other bullshit. That's beginnings from the 90s to the 2000s. That's the end of the uh the beginnings from the 90s to the 2000s. Once you see the Friday Night Lights and Parenthood thing that he was starting, it was starting. There was a 2009, 2012 uh start right there. That's their start right there. But back in 1999, man, I wasn't even here at that time. I was in the country. I was in high school at the time when my cousin Matthew got into my auntie. So my cousin Matthews, him and Cheryl got into it over all this over. I probably had something to do with him roughing Rodney up, which I did not even know any of that. But I knew. But I knew. But I got blasted on by him last year for opening the door for, well, he blasted me for it. For me, because I told him that Matthews had showed up was what, and he brought his wife with him. But he got mad at me. He got mad at me for it, for that. One thing he told one thing I wouldn't do is not one thing I wouldn't do is not open. Not I'm not gonna one thing what I would not do is not open the door for Matthews anymore, because I know Matthews is my cousin, but I don't think Avis gives a fuck. So me, but so what? I I happen to give a fuck. I happen to give a fuck about about Matthews. That's my cousin. It's my nigga. You know. You know what I mean? He met me in July of '82. Okay. You know, all four of us rolled out outside of that house down the street where we living in where I'm living in now. So so that's some good old days, man. But I can touch base with him if I wanted to on Facebook. Same, I could do that just like Monique will touch base with me. Matthews already can probably touch base with me. Matthews can touch base with me on Facebook. We're in contact. We're on contact. We're in contact with each other on Facebook. On Facebook. We ain't we ain't talked since 2021 in the height of the death of Cheryl. So well, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna put that to bed anyway. We're going straight into the shit. Let me read this now. In 2009, in 2009, Jordan began starring in this NBC drama. The NBC drama is called Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights. It's a American sports drama TV series that Peter Berg had developed. It was inspired by this 1990 nonfiction book. This 1990 nonfiction book, that H.G. Bissinger. What's the name? H.G. Bissinger. That's the name. H.G. Bissinger. Yeah, he had. I think that he got. I think he inspired the developer. So that was all there. Oh yeah, he played as he played as the character Vince Howard. That's what he played as. Oh, that's what he played as. The character Vince Howard. Vince Howard, who and then he lived in an apartment in Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. That's where the show was originally filmed. Originally filmed. You know why the show was filmed? They wanted to have Jordan to do this acting role. That's what they wanted him to do. They wanted him to do this in Texas. But he played the character for those 2 seasons until the show ended in 2011. In 2011, that show, the Friday Night Lights show, the FNL show is already gone. It's about to be put to an end. But back in 2009, he guest starred on the TV series Burn Notice that used to be on USA Network from 2007 to 2013. But Jeffrey Donovan, that's right, Jeffrey Donovan was the star of that show. It was Gabrielle Anwar, Bruce Campbell. You got Kobe Bell in there. I remember him. I remember him from the TV series The Game. And Sharon Gless. Sharon Gless. I remember her. I remember her from Candy and Lacey. The crime drama that was based on 2 New York detectives getting ready to the hunt down criminals that done crime. And on this episode that have to be on this Burn Notice TV series, it's called Hot Spot. It's called Hot Spot. That was on the Burn Notice series, playing a high school football player that he's portrayed as, who have gotten into a fight and is being hunted by a local gangster. But in 2010, Jordan was considered one of those 55 faces of the future by Nylon's magazine, Young Hollywood issue. Yeah, the Young Hollywood issue. Let me put gears in. I got myself. I put some gears in there. Let me switch some gears. Yesterday I had to go to Walmart. on urgency yesterday. Had to go there late. Had to go and get this. Had to get myself another one of those Bluetooth 2 phones that had different features in it than the old phone had. I want to put my SIM card and put it on that phone, but it did not work. I want to switch that shit in, but the new phone it has that disconnection issue. So I, so I had to put my SIM card back in my old phone. Put the new SIM card. I put the new SIM card straight into the new phone. Never know what you getting and know what you could be getting until it's working in your favor. It's not, and it won't be. I spent $50. I spent like $50 on a $30 cell phone. It's a $30 cell phone. So it's a Walmart. This is after I went to after I was finished with the Coinstar kiosk. And I paid 50. I paid like $50. I spent $50. I spent about $50 on that Bluetooth 2 phone. It was like has different stuff in there. It has different stuff, different features in there. Like the old one has those original features. Now I'm stuck with two Bluetooth 2s. Yeah, I'm gonna have to push through that. I probably push and give it some sort of try. All right, we're going back to the gears now. Uh, in 2010, he guest starred in the Law and Order Criminal Intent episode, Inhumane Society. That's what the name is. Inhumane Society. As a boxer involved in a Michael Vick inspired dog fighting scandal. That's what it is. A Michael Vick inspired dog fighting scandal. It was illegal in this entire country. Why do you allow this dog fighting bullshit to fucking happen in this entire country? They had that shit going on for way too long, always for years. That year in 2010, he landed a recurring role on Parenthood, a show that NBC had put on the air from 2011, I think, or 2010. It was from 2000. It was like from 2011, you know, 2010, 2011. That could become an American family comedy drama TV series that Jason Katims had developed. But imagine a television produced the show. Universal TV, that was for NBC, which was now it was now NBC Universal. That show could have been told. That show had already tells of the what is it the Braver Man. What's the word? The what is the word? The Braver Man clan. What's the word? The Braver Man clan, consisting of an older couple. their four children. That's what it is. Their four children. That means kids and their families. Their families. They're not like Modern Family esque. They're like families. Oh God, he is playing the love interest of the name. Oh, he played the love interest of Hattie Braverman. Yeah, that's what he played as. Hattie Braverman's love interest. That's a that's what it is. Hattie Braverman's love interest. That's what we call it. The love interest of Hattie Braverman. That's what we call it. Hattie Braverman's love interest. I do not know that. I did not know that until they had it on the air until it got canceled. This mark is marking this is marking the second collaboration with the guy had to be Jason Katims, who was the showrunner. That's Jason Katims. Jason Katims is a showrunner. He's a showrunner. You know what I mean? He started producing, dude, for films like he's produced. This man's been producing this relativity series, movie or whatever. All those shit that he was already had done. All the shit this man done. This man was in charge of the show that Michael B. Jordan was started in 2009. Uh, Buddy TV. Yeah, I never even heard of it. Buddy TV. I never even heard of this shit. I never even heard of this motherfucking website that's had all the shit, all the content that's generating. That was about all of it. It's generating about TV programs and sporting events. So, Buddy TV, that could have that entertainment based website could have ranked Jordan number 80 on on the list of the TV's sexiest men. That's right, TV's sexiest men of the 2011. Jordan voiced the character named Jace. That was on an Xbox 360 game. Okay, that's what it says. Uh, Gears of War. I'm just tell you this. Gears of War 3 is an Xbox. It's an Xbox 360 game. In 2012, Jordan appeared in this Red Tails film, which that George Lucas had produced, and he played uh the Steve Montgomery character in Chronicle. That's the lead character he played as. A film about these three teenage boys who have developed superhuman abilities. But he also guest starred in an episode of final season of Fox's House TV series, an American medical drama TV series that ran late 2004 from late 2004 to mid May of 2012. Yeah, he played a patient who could not see a fake. He played a blind patient that can't even see. In 2013, the breakthrough that he was waiting for in 10 years. He played as a shooting victim, Oscar Grant, in Fruitvale Station. Ryan Coogler directed it, just like I told you, on the studio. His performance garnered critical acclaim with Todd McCarthy, who was an American film critic and author of or a newspaper called the Hollywood Reporter. It was a magazine that's been around from what? Let me tell you about the Hollywood Reporter. That can be an American digital and print magazine it's been focusing on the Hollywood film, TV, and entertainment industries. It was founded in the early 1930s, and it was a daily trade. And it's a daily trade paper back in those days, back way back in the 1930s, until in all the way to the and in the early 2010s. What does it say? Switched to a weekly large format print with a revamped was revamped. We revamped it was a form or whatever was revamped. Ty McCarthy of the Hollywood Reporter stating that Jordan reminded him of a young Denzel Washington. Following his role in Fruitvale Station, Jordan was named an actor to watch by people in Variety. Time magazine named him with Cougar, one of the 30 people under 30 who are changing the world, and he was also named one of the 2013's breakout stars by Entertainment Weekly and GQ magazine. It was a American international monthly men's magazine that's based it's in New York, and it was founded in the early 1930s. It's been out since the 1930s. It's a magazine. In 2015, he starred as the Johnny Storm character, the Human Torch in Fantastic Four. There's a picture of Stallone and Tessa. This is him alongside Sylvester Stallone and Tessa Thompson promoting the late 2015 movie Creed. That was from the Rocky movie. You ever seen a picture of Jordan from 2011? This Jordan in 2011. There's a picture of him in 2011 dressed up in all black dress clothing. The film was universally panned by critics, holding a 9% approval on rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and it was a bust at the box office. At the box office, however, later in 2015, Jordan rebounded with critical acclaim when he starred as Donnie Creed. Huh, that name was so familiar. That was a familiar name. Adonis Adonis Donnie Creed, a fictional character from the follow-ups to the Rocky film series Creed. One, uh, Creed 2, and the upcoming Creed 3. That is coming. That's going to be coming on March 3rd of this year. That's coming in theaters. And that character is played by Jordan him and the character is played by Michael Bakari Jordan himself in all these three installments. In all those three installments that he had played the character. It was him wearing the trunks that says Creed on there. Everybody down the Creed name. Austin Watson trying to Austin Watson he donned his Austin Creed name, that could be his Twitter name. That was for G4. Well, G4 is gone. It's that network has been gone last year. Well, the Consequences Creed character kind of worked in TNA Impact Wrestling. Well, later he was Xavier Woods in WWE. Everybody donned the Creed name. Everybody dons the Creed name. Creed brothers. They have Julius Creed. Uh, who was that? Who was that on this time? Uh, Brutus Creed. That name, those names was so known on NXT, and I did not even know what happened with his names. When he starred, when Jordan starred as Adonis Donnie Creed, the son of a boxer, Apollo Creed, who was portrayed by Carl Weathers. I'm going to say. Let me see. It was portrayed by Carl Weathers. It was played by Carl Weathers in in all four of those Rocky movies. In the seventh Rocky film, Creed. His second collaboration with Coogler, yes, is with Ryan Coogler, who was directing the films, which he co-starred Sylvester Stallone. He co-starred Sylvester Gardenzio Stallone. Well, Stallone is already co-starred in the movie, so Jordan had prepared for his role as a boxer in Creed by undertaking 1 year of a rigorous physical training and a stringent low-fat diet. He did not have a body double during the filming, and he was routinely bloodied, bruised, and dizzy when fighting scenes were being filmed. In 2016, Jordan is featured in the popular sports game NBA 2K17 portraying Justice Young. He was portraying Justice Young, who was a teammate of the player in the game's My Career Mode. My Career Mode. In October of 2017, it was announced that Jordan was cast in a supporting role as Mark Reese in the upcoming Netflix superhero series called Raising Dion. It was Raising Dion. Everybody knows Raising Dion, folks. Raising Dion is a superhero type series. And early 2018, that's February of 2018, Jordan has starred as the villain Eric Killmonger, a supervillain that was appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. That was created by Don McGregor and Richard Buckler. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that was known as MCU. It stood for MCU. It was a film. It was a film called Black Panther, the movie, which that Chadwick Boseman used to be starred in with him. This marked Jordan's third collection with Coogler. With Coogler. This is his third collaboration with the director, Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler did a good job though, his directing. But Jordan's performance in Black Panther, man, it received critical acclaim. Oh, this is the name with Danny Di Placido. Danny Di Placido. What's the name? Danny Di Placido. That's the name. Danny Di Placido of Forbes magazine. It stated that Jordan quote unquote steals the show, while Garasio, Jason Garasio, who's Jason Garasio? Oh, oh yeah, he works for Business Insider. I can tell Business Insider. He was working for the Business Insider. That was a NYC multinational financial and business news website. It was founded in the late 2000s. Wrote the act. Wrote that, he was writing that the actor. He wrote that the actor plays a killmonger filled with hate and emptiness. We won't give away why, but he also delivers it with a swagger that's just a joy to watch. The movie the movie takes off more in story and viewing enjoyment whenever whenever Jordan whenever Jordan is on screen. Later in 2018, he starred in Fahrenheit 451 with Michael Shannon and Sophia Boutella. The TV film, the TV film was distributed on HBO by HBO Films. HBO Films. That same year, Jordan reprised his role as boxer Adonis Donnie Creed in Creed 2, a sequel to Creed. In the eighth installment in the Rocky film series, Creed 2 was released was released in the United States by MGM on late 2018. That's November 21st of that year. Not that year. It was November 21st of 2018, I think. We'll show you the name. It's the old name. Metro Goldwyn Mayer Studios. Yeah, they named this Metro Goldwyn Mayer Pictures now. They've been founded since the 1920s, and it's based in Beverly Hills, California. The film received generally positive reviews from critics, and it went on to debut to $35.3 million in its opening weekend, a 5-day total of $55.8 million, marking the biggest debut for a live action release over Thanksgiving. He voiced the character Julian Chase in Rooster Teeth's animated series called Genlock, which he also co-produces through his production company, Outlier Society Productions, OSP, Outlier Society Productions. It's been around since what, January 2019. Jordan had portrayed this attorney named Brian Stevenson. He played as Brian Stevenson in a legal drama called Just Mercy, which he also helped produce, which he also helped produce. The film, based on a real life story, was released in December of that year of 2019, around December 2019, to critical acclaim. Jordan starred in and it's Without Remorse. Uh, it was an action thriller film that's been around like in 2 years. That film has been out since 2021. It's a 2021 American action thriller film. It's based on this book by the late Thomas Clancy Jr. I'll show you this name. The late Thomas Clancy Jr. Thomas Leo Clancy Jr. as the John Clark character. An ex Navy SEAL, former Navy SEAL, and director of the elite counterterrorism unit, Rainbow Six, originally planned for release on September 18th of 2020. It was released on April 30th, 2021 due to the coronavirus disease 2019 pandemic. Jordan reprises Jordan reprises his MCU role. His MCU role is Eric Killmonger Stevens in 2 episodes of the first season of What If. It was a 2021 season, and in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. It's an American superhero film that's been out since last year. Since last year it came out. It been out like last year, like a year ago. It did came out, but they already did a Sprite commercial off of it. They already did a goddamn Sprite commercial over that bullshit. They fuck around and made a Sprite commercial off of it. With some nigga come to his motherfucking refrigerator, go grab a goddamn Sprite. And there's this lady holding a fucking spear through the refrigerator. Through the refrigerator. Why go to the parallel universe when this man go get a Sprite out of the goddamn refrigerator? And then you got one of the actors in the Wakanda Forever movie. You know, trying to test him. It's always happened time after time. You always can see what you can do in that movie. Last year, Wakanda Forever was a hit. We can go see this. If Michael B. Jordan, Michael Bakari Jordan, make that cameo appearance in Space Jam's The New Legacy, he might be ready to go. 2 years later, 2 years later, he will be making that cameo appearance in that movie. We're going in on the upcoming projects. He is slated to reteam with Cougar for the fourth time in Wrong Answer, a film based on the APS cheating scandal. That's Atlanta Public Schools. Jordan is also set to appear in the second remake of the Thomas Crown Affair. He will also star in a journal for Jordan. Denzel Washington had directed it. As a soldier who kept a journal full of poignant life lessons up for their newborn son. Jordan, while deployed overseas, Jordan is also set to appear in the vampire film Blood Brothers. That's a film, Blood Brothers, His production film OS, like Outlier Society, has signed a first look type deal with Amazon, with Amazon, which is a company that's owned by Jeffrey Bezos, by Jeffrey Bezos, well Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos or Bezos, and it's also developing the Valzad uh, HBO Max series, an HBO Max series that's already been featuring the black version, the African American version of the DC Comics character Superman. That's one DC Comics version. Jordan is set for life to make his directorial debut in Creed 3, a sequel to Creed 2, in addition to producing and reprising his starring role as boxer. Donnie Creed is set to be released on March 3rd, 2023. That's right, March 3rd, 2023. It will be released. And it's set to be released. And it's on the 32nd anniversary of the Rodney King beating in California. As of March of last year, that's right, March of 2022, that's a year ago. Jordan will produce Jordan will produce and star in a sequel. Oh, of I Am Legend. Why do a sequel of a film that's been out since the late 2000s and has already been came from a book or some old novel or some old book or a novel? What would Jordan do? He would just produce and star in a sequel of a I Am Legend movie, a sequel of an I Am Legend movie with the likes of William, oh not William, Willard Carroll Smith II. This man was known as the stage name The Fresh Prince. He was already been known as that character since the 80s when he was teaming up with Jeffrey Towns, who had to be a DJ named Jazzy Jeff. Now I gotta go deep into God, I gotta dip into the personal life of Michael B. Jordan. Now I gotta go dip right into it because it's gonna be over an hour, almost at least two. Jordan has resided in LA since 2006. He grew up in a religious household. Was this a religious household, a Christian household? And he considers himself to be spiritual. To be spiritual. As of 2018, he lives with his mommy and daddy in Sherman Oaks home where that he purchased. Uh, Jordan is also an anime fan. An anime fan. He likes cartoons. He likes cartoons though, particularly Naruto Shippuden. That's the anime cartoon. It's a Japanese manga series. Well, Masashi Kishimoto have illustrated and written that that Japanese manga series. And the the Dragon Ball franchise. That franchise has been out. It was a it's been created by Akira Toriyama. Was that's the name? Akira Toriyama. That's been created in the 1980s. So that's a hit. In late 2020, he began dating Lori Harvey, who was an American model, entrepreneur, and socialite. And she could be Marjorie Harvey's daughter. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. She is related to actor and comedian Steve Harvey, and especially one of his wives, Marjorie. Okay, adoptive daughter. Okay, I forgot they adopt. I forgot Lori. They adopted her. Steve and Marjorie had adopted her. I forgot. Yep, Lori Harvey, man. That's the lady that Michael was dating, and she is the daughter of Marjorie Harvey, who had to be and happened to be Steve Harvey. Let me go here. Let me post a picture. Yep, yeah, Steve Harvey. His real name was Broderick Stephen Harvey Sr. That's his real name, Broderick Stephen Harvey Sr. That's his real name. Why the hell did Michael B. Jordan dating a comedian's daughter? Until when do you see this? In last year, in June of last year, it was announced that the couple had ended their relationship. They're not even together no more. It's been 3 goddamn years ever since they have met. Why the hell he had to break up with Lori? Why? Because they had to end their friendship or their relationship. They had to end it earlier. Jeez, they ended the relationship for what? After like what? 3 years ever since they met. That shit's more worse than the Priscilla Presley Bam Margera meeting. This ain't normal. This ain't normal. It's never normal, said Savannah Chrisley. In December of last year, Jordan was announced as a part-time owner of the English football club. That's why I was telling you people on the studio. AFC Bournemouth. So all you viewers had to know. It was AFC Bournemouth, who was a professional association associate that's a P that's what it is. A professional association football club that's based in Kings Park, Buscombe, a suburb of what is it, Bournemouth, Dorset, England. Okay, that's in England. The club was taken over by the consortium group. Oh yeah, who had took over the club? Oh yeah, the Black Knights, the BKFC, the Black Knights Football Club, a consortium group that was led by a man named William Foley, William P. Foley II. They call him Bill. This man was a businessman, attorney who's been specializing in financial services, and he was Fidelity National Financial Candidate Holdings and BKFS chairman. He was the FIN. It was the FI. What was it? He was the FNIS um, vice chairman. Yeah, I've seen through all the filmography he has done. See, all his film debut led from 2001 to all the way to this year. That's what he's going to be working on. His television uh, appearances That was from 1999, from 1999 all the way to like all the way to this year. Yeah, he'll be hosting SNL along with Little Baby. I think he hosted SNL. He was narrator of the Beautiful. He played the Eric Stevens character on What If. He played as he played as Terrence. He played as Mark Warren, I think. Guy Montag, Julian Chase, Pretty Boy Fizzy. Oh, he played this character. Oh, Pretty Boy Fizzy. He played the character on the Boondocks. I did not know he played the character. I did not know that Michael B. Jordan played the character Pretty Boy Flizzy. That's the episode. The Pretty Boy Flizzy. Will Westwood, he played a character on House, um, a blind patient. He played Alex on Parenthood. He played characters like Key on Lie to Me. He played Danny Ford on Law and Order CI. Vince Howard on FNL. Well, and the assistants as Nate Warren. Bones is Perry Wilson. Corey Jensen on Burn Notice. Michael Carter on Cold Case. Jesse Lewis on Without a Trace. Morris on CSI. That's popping tags. Reggie Porter Montgomery on All My Children. Wallace on The Wire. He was young. He was young as hell, bro. Mike and Mike on the Cosby uh spinoff and The Sopranos as Rydland Kid. That was from the episode Down Neck. He had all sorts of awards for favorite teen, outstanding actor in daytime drama series. That's three. That's times three. He was outstanding. He was an outstanding. I think he won like three NAACP Image Awards. He was a three or four time NAACP Image Award winner. He was like there four times. He was nominated for what outstanding. It's a category for outstanding literary work. Is he debuted as an author. He was on the EWWY Awards. He won that for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama of that Friday Night Lights uh, series. He was in the DFCS for Best Breakthrough. He won that for Best Breakthrough. He won the Hollywood Film Awards. He won that for the HSA Spotlight Award. Hollywood Spotlight Award. He won the Gotham Awards for Breakthrough Actor. NBRMP for Breakthrough Actor, PFCS for Breakthrough Performance on Camera, Satellite Awards. He had won the Satellite Awards for BAP, Breakthrough, BTAP, Breakthrough Award Performance, Santa Barbara International Film Festival for Virtuoso Award. It was on category. Best Actor, St. Louis Gateway Film Critics Association, that was for Best Actor. ISA for Best Male Lead. And he had Black Wheel Awards. He accepted that. As Outstanding Actor. Okay. Oh, he's an NAACP Image Award participant. Times 5. Outstanding Actor in a Motion Picture. All the other shit that he was doing, man. Look at this guy. Fuck the goddamn references. I'm ready to finish this goddamn fucking birthday celebration of this man. Yeah, I know about the breakup. He said he had to. He said that he was lucky. Michael B. Jordan is saying that he was lucky enough to focus on work. After Lori Harvey, you know, I'm ready to finish this shit, man. You've seen all the accolades that this man has done. All the work that Michael B. Jordan has done. Well, this is the movie that's gonna be coming soon in theaters on March 3rd. So watch out for that Creed 3 movie. Okay, it's in theaters. It's in theaters on March 3rd. Watch out for that movie. It's gonna be in theaters this year. It was with Michael B. Jordan and the whole cast of characters. Watch out for this. Watch out for this movie. This movie's already had became another sequel to Creed 1 and 2. Back in 2015 and 2018. Yeah, but man's like 36 years old. Man's like 36 years old. 36. You know, he's 36 years old. Wish him a happy birthday. That's why this guy's an actor. He's good. He's good at what he does. He been doing this for like 22 years. He been in this acting world since 2001. He been on TV for like 24 years. He been on television for 24 years. Well, he's not even like that much of a young pilot boy. No, he's just an actor. I'm ready to end this goddamn stream. Tomorrow I had to do three goddamn live shows based on Laura Dern, well, Chloe Grace Moretz and Emma Roberts. Now tomorrow I gotta go through three goddamn live shows based on those three female actors. So I gotta do this. I gotta do this tomorrow. See you tomorrow for the birthday celebrations of three actresses. One started with Laura Dern. The other one started with Chloe Grace Moretz. You remember her from Neighbors 1 and 2. I think she was featured in Neighbors 2. I think Neighbors 1 and 2. I didn't even know she was featured in it. But then she's on Kick Ass, the movie. Kick Ass, the movie. It's a movie called Kick Ass. Uh, and she's been featured on plenty movies. And then she was on magazines and all that. Emma Roberts, she's an actress too. I gotta go do three live shows based on those three women. See you on see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. We'll be back in the studio for those three birthday celebrations. Goodbye.